Well, while Hugh's just rolling a cigarette, this seems like a good time to give a content warning for this particular project. There may be some effing and jeffing, some coarse language that the young ones might not want to hear.
Hey, Rob, they just like old friends. Old friends never tasted this good. I heard that.
Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Hudson.
I'm Theo.
Theo, tell them what we're doing, break it down for us.
So this is day 3 of the coronavirus lockdown, and
More importantly.
the daily grind, son.
Exactly.
Watch and grind every day,
You gotta lick the stamp, boy. Not once, not twice.
but thrice.
3 times, yeah, is the line. I would like to kick off, actually. We sort of briefly discussed it while we were watching the film for the 3rd time, which I'll interject early. I'll interject on myself.
That's like I'm barely said a word. You're interjecting already.
I was not loving the film today. I'm sure you could tell.
No,
I hate
it's-
every fucking scene.
You had a long day.
Long day.
Hudson had a full day of working from home and then helping out at the shop
Help it out.
to make sure that the vulnerable and elderly get their food. You're a good man.
Which
You didn't
is-
get back till like 10.
Which is all good.
Half 10,
I'm not annoyed about that. I'm annoyed about watching Grind for the 3rd time in a row, man.
Coming home off like 12-hour shift
And
to do 2 more hours work.
watching Grind. So I was not loving it today. It's going to be
No, well-
me hating on it. Just none of it made sense to me today. I was drifting in and out of consciousness and just nothing made sense.
I think
Everything was bullshit. All the scenes were bullshit. All the characters were bullshit. The timeline's all wrong. Anyway.
I think watching any movie for the 3rd day in a row is going to start to wear thin. But I think the thin veneer on this film is really revealed by like multiple watches, and like the character of Eric is so annoying.
It's weak, isn't it?
It's
Don't get me wrong, I still like the film, man. Don't get me wrong, I'm hating on it right now, but I'm in a shitty mood. But I'm going to reiterate what you said. Watching it 3 times definitely breaks down any sort of defence it may have, because it doesn't have many defences.
Yeah, and I've got 2 new continuity errors.
Oh, shall we kick it off with the continuity errors, actually?
Okay,
Because
the
they
first-
bothered me a lot today.
First one I noticed, opening fucking scene. Alright, Eric leaves his house, he's got his sick backwards cap like a skater guy. Rocks to the skate shop, where's his cap?
It's gone.
Who knows? Lost it on that bloody handrail, didn't he?
Shall we, not so much continuity error, but there's a dog that Eric seems to leave behind for the whole film. And it seems
Yeah.
to be quite devoted to him.
Eric's got a dog. He's sleeping in his bed, and that opening, the first shot of the film.
It's the dog, isn't it?
It's this dog.
Oh, well, it's the old school skater on the bowl,
Oh, does
isn't it?
it?
And then it
And then it
pans
pans down,
down
okay.
to the dog, which is fine.
The
But
first
then,
living thing you see in the film.
yeah, exactly. So continuity errors. The cap, 1.
Yeah.
And throughout the film, the decks change constantly from shot to shot.
Yeah. It's
Not even worth mentioning them, you know, like piece by piece. Otherwise, we'll be here for half an hour discussing that.
the hilarious fucking attempt to save any type of continuity, with the opening shot being all the skating like below the knees. But then later in the film, they kind of just abandon that, and they don't really give a shit. And maybe it's because like the skateboarding's gotten to a different level.
You
But
can't do vert just below the knee.
I guess. But there's so many points where Eric's like a stunt skater, I guess. You just like look right in the camera. Yeah, I'm not Eric. Who are you?
Yeah, and there were more.
Okay, the biggest continuity area.
Oh yes, please. Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed this, but you.
So
spot on.
Eric spends the whole film when he's straight in the streets and like park and stuff. He's goofy.
Explain
Got
for
to
people
love
that may not
goofballs.
know.
Oh yeah, okay. So goofy's when you skate with your right foot forward.
Yeah.
And throughout the film, like nothing against some goofballs. Some of my best friends are goofballs. But then the big finale, this massive vert scene, which gets him mad cred with the Wigger crew and. Word of his escapades in Santa Monica
Well, it's-
reached Jimmy Wilson.
Yeah.
And he's skating fucking regular the whole time.
Yeah.
Regular is when you have your left foot forward.
Yeah, pretty big deal, isn't it? Yeah. For a skateboarding film.
I don't think they're banking on many skateboarders watching it. They're banking on people that played Tony Hawk's watching it.
Exactly. I thought that was great that you noticed that, because I honestly didn't notice. I wonder on my 10th watch I don't think I still would have noticed, man.
No, it's a little thing. I don't know why I picked up on it.
There's a few little other errors. It's mainly just to do with their skateboards.
The milkshake, I think
we
we
touched on the
first
milkshake
episode.
because that's the most. I think everyone would notice that. wouldn't
Egregious
they?
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
So, shall we also talk about the soundtrack?
Yeah.
we were digging the soundtrack.
I think it's a pretty good soundtrack, and they definitely
I think-
captured the skater vibe of like the early 2000s.
I think the soundtrack
Apart
is
from when they get to Santa Monica. That tune, I can't remember what the tune is.
Oh, damn.
It's so wafty.
Which one? Oh,
When they get to
damn.
Santa Monica, we both like commented on it. It's so forget. It was like some weird like grunge track.
With the live music with the guys playing on stage.
No.
Because I thought that was
It may
okay.
well have been there.
But I think the soundtrack of this film is actually pretty good. It suits the film very well, and it's edited very well. Why I say that is there's one particular scene where Tony Hawk's on the vert. Again, this isn't the time we were talking about yesterday.
Tony Hawk shred.
In the song, the guy goes 1, 2, 3, and it's him doing the flip. And then on the
On the beat.
he clips the tail
Oh,
down.
yeah.
I thought that was pretty sick.
Cheeky tail tap.
The music's good. And I even like the song. What's the one song that always comes on when the Wiggers shut up?
Hey dog, hey dog, hey dog, hey dog.
I've been all around the world. It's a catchy tune, man. All the songs are catchy on that. I would like to talk about the motel scene. I don't think we've given that enough credit yet.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's funny.
It's funny, but it's perhaps the gayest thing in cinema. And that includes Butt Buddies 4.
That's my favourite. No, but the thing is, it kicks off well. So they're on their tour. I think they're just leaving Colorado when they get, or they're just entering Colorado, perhaps. When they
I
get.
can't remember. It's just after Jimmy's that shop.
Is it after that shop?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But anyway, it kicks off funny, doesn't it? With the guy, the motel owner. He's like got these two squirrels in a cage, and he's like,
One of them's not even real.
yeah, he's like, I don't care how skinny you get, I'm still gonna eat you. And the guy, the motel owner, is just a weird sex freak.
Yeah, he's got his hot pants that he's
fit.
too big for. He hasn't even done up the fly or the button.
Do not fit for shit.
And it's like a Metal Rules t-shirt. His belly button exposed. First thing he does is rub his nipples as soon as he sees them.
But he sees these four guys coming, and he knows what they're about. He gives them the honeymoon suite. He hooks
Well,
them
no.
up.
He's like, how much for a room? It's $10 an hour or 40 for the whole night.
Yeah.
I guess that depends what you playboys have in mind.
Is that when he starts going like?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then back onto the skating. That's when they don't pay a fucking cent, do they?
No, Eric offers to clean the pool, which is full of like shit. There's like a junkyard in there. He offers to clean it out for a free night.
Yeah,
And we get the honeymoon suite. And there's a pretty sweet bowl montage.
I dig the bowl montage, and the guy, again, the motel owner's heavy in the montage, fucking around,
Yeah.
skating on the chair and stuff. Yeah, it's a good scene, man. It's one of the best, I think. But dude, I was thinking.
That's like quintessential grind, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say that's like
Quintessential grinder.
Yeah.
Like what?
Do you want to talk about the bit where it's just fucking so lame when they're all lying on the bed? Well, you saw how big that bed was. How 4 grown men are getting in that bed.
Yeah. It's a tiny little heart-shaped bed.
Anyway.
Which they were all sharing.
Anyway.
And there's a scene. So the scene goes on, and then Eric is getting all DMC. You know, he wants a deep, meaningful conversation.
I was wondering what that meant. I was like, Run DMC?
Devil May Cry, what? And there's just shots of all three of them, apart from Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou's wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah,
Everyone else is
he's
kind of like
down.
topless, with like wavy linen sheets caressing around them.
Yeah. Doesn't he apologise to Dustin? Dustin's like, oh, don't worry about it, dude. Good times.
Yeah.
That's a lame bit to the scene.
You can tell it's meant to be quite deep, which is undercut by the whole like farting thing. We'll let you see that for yourselves. we wouldn't want to spoil that bit.
Spoil it, man. It's what we got to do.
I don't think there's any value in talking about
Yeah.
that bit though.
All our 0 listeners are not going to go and collectively, zeroly go and pay any money to watch this film.
I mean, if all our listeners paid the ticket price, they'd have made more money.
True that.
Just for context, this is the 3rd episode. I haven't even edited the first one yet, so good gag.
Was there any gags that we missed? I don't think there was any gags per se.
I think we.
I was just like, just hurry up. And then when as we touched, just none of it was clicking. It was all just like, this is bollocks. I think I'm going to give it a little grace. I'm not going to hate on it
The whole
the whole episode. I think because we will both have our long days, if we picked like a serious film or like a melancholy film or like a horror film or something, it'd make the whole experience so much worse. It's just a down the line, you get what you get with this film, don't you?
That's the thing. The first watch, you've got the gist of it. The second watch, you've picked up some little like
mastered it.
references, and that's it. The third watch, there's nothing more to give apart from just like looking out for more continuity errors and just more ways that they did a bad job making this film.
Oh shit! Yeah, I noticed them so much today. Oh, and we found out who I keep forgetting the guy's name. Is it Tim Green?
Oh, Tom Green.
Tom Green
of various TV fame is the guy in the Colorado skate shop.
Yeah, we haven't spoken about him.
One of
before,
the.
have we?
I feel like we have, but I feel like I'm going to have that feeling an awful lot. So crack on.
I think we've just spoken about him so much for years. So he's been like a staple quote. So the guys on their tour, on their Jimmy Wilson stalking tour, end up at this skate shop where Jimmy Wilson discovered here in 1992.
Jesus,
And
that's when I was born.
so they get there, and when they get there, they're like, "Yeah, where the hell's Jimmy? Shouldn't there like be a big bus with loads of people?" Like,
Maybe we're early.
yeah.
Yeah, good job, Dustin. Fucking
Is
idiot.
that what he
I
said?
think so.
So they go into the skate shop to inquire as to what the hell's going on here. And
There's this
the,
like metalhead
Is he the-
on the decks.
shall we presume he's the owner, or is just some guy that
Yeah,
works
yeah,
there?
no, I think he's meant to be the owner.
And he's a cooked guy, to say the least.
They walk in, he's mixing on the decks.
He's mixing pretty good, man.
He's got like web. No, he's not. Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding? He's just like fucking around with the sliders. It's what? Okay.
Alright, we'll leave that to the viewer's judgment.
Oh, that's the best gag I've heard in the last 2 hours.
Fair enough.
It's all like metalled up and like long hair down to its like fucking elbows and like web tattoos and skulls.
Scratching on the decks, though.
Yeah, scratching like hip hop on the decks. It's like what?
So, Jimmy's not there today. Theo.
Jimmy was awesome.
What do you mean, was awesome? Jimmy was off the hook. Off the hook. And is it fucking smart-ass college boy Dustin's like, whoa, hold on, did you say was? Yeah, Jimmy was here Saturday. Today is Sunday. Saturday plus a day. Yeah, so that's another good bit in the film.
That's the legendary bit, I would say. If you watch the film once, that's the bit you're going to walk away remembering.
Well, it's definitely the bit we remembered, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've been quoting for a long time.
Yeah, that's Tom Green. Who knew?
We should probably look up more about the film. Obviously, we looked up about what it grossed.
Yeah, and
We should get-
for our own amusement, really, we kind of looked up about the actors, and
I think we should get to know the actors. Not in
I
like,
think I know them well enough.
but like get to know them as in like do a bit of digging. Wikipedia's not giving us much.
There's much to get. There's so much to get. We briefly touched on it yesterday, I think, where it was like, oh yeah, one of them was in House. I think
Do you reckon-
that pretty much sums it up.
Do you reckon we can find some like interviews, like some press release for Grind? That's like going back. Do you think something like that would be on YouTube?
Yeah, it's funny thing is I have a job, Hudson. I have to like work at.
Don't worry, man. I'll do it.
Yeah, nice one.
It'll be interesting to see if there was any hype around this film. Well, no, there probably wasn't. Read some reviews.
Yeah, I don't know, making 12.5% less than you spent in your film. It's not particularly good.
No.
Something went
I
wrong.
can't think of any other skateboarding films. Is that me just being dim-witted?
No, because when I looked up that skateboard actor guy,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hadn't
yeah.
heard of one. Paul Rodriguez, P-Rod, did one that was pretty big, which I didn't see.
But like a
What was it called? Like,
fictionalization.
Street Life or...
Fictional, it's not like a documentary or anything.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
no, it's,
Yeah.
it's like the story arc is the same as this. Kid tries to get sponsored, fucks around, does sick stuff, gets sponsored. Except it's P-Rod, so it's actually going to be sick.
Yeah, P-Rod.
Whereas some like random Jimmy in a wig, it's not, not going to quite cut it.
Are you kidding me, Eric
For the
Rivers?
kids today.
You telling me you wouldn't want that board that he signed at the end?
Yeah, with his invisible
Because
ink.
your board's looking pretty thrash, man.
Yeah, well, I actually
No, I'm just kidding. Is it new?
No, I've actually got a death crack there.
Oh, bro.
You see, I actually skateboard, guys.
What?
I know what I'm talking
So
about when it comes
what?
to it.
What's your set? What are you rocking? Santa Cruz.
I've got Santa Cruz, I think it's like 825.
I don't care, man. They're all the same shade.
Guzman.
That's the BAM line in the skate shop. We float
Yeah.
BAM in the skate shop.
Which is like not true at all. I'm rocking Tensor trucks because they were cheap. Tensor. I think Rodney Mullen was sponsored by Tensor. So
Okay, is he still
fuck
doing his
you.
thing?
No, I think he actually retired.
He was pretty old
He
back in day.
fucked
anyway.
his like knee up.
Oh,
he had
okay,
like
yeah.
several knee surgeries or something, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
But yeah, Santa Cruz, Tensor trucks because they were cheap. I couldn't afford indies at the time, but they're doing it. They're doing the job. Bones, STF, and I think Bones Reds. But I've had these bearings for so long, I don't know. Maybe like independent ABEC 9s or something.
When's the last time you went to a skate? It wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, I
last
went with
weekend.
Harry like the day before the lockdown. Sunday,
yeah.
I went.
Are you planning on going anytime soon? Because as it
No.
stands, people are still allowed out to exercise. So.
Yeah, which the government has said is walking, cycling, or running.
Oh, so you couldn't skate, man?
Technically not, and I thought about it.
I don't think
was
anyone
I
would
was
give you grief.
discussing it with Harry
Yeah.
about the efficacy of doing like a dangerous sport, which a high risk of injury
And need the NHS.
and need
Right,
public
right.
like health service.
That didn't even cross my mind. That's
So
good,
like,
yeah.
should I be out skateboarding when that puts me in like direct conflict with helping the NHS? Like, the chances are I'm going to be fine. The last time I went to hospital for skateboarding was like 10 years ago.
Is that when you fucked up your finger?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's sots lower, isn't it? If I'm going to hurt myself skateboarding, it's going to be now when the NHS is at like the most close to breaking point it's ever been.
Yeah, stress. Yeah,
And
that's,
plus, I go on with a broken wrist and come out with corona. Like, I'm alright, thanks. I'll just whip up my own splint.
man, yeah, you don't want to be the guy. Very good. That's very, very thoughtful of you, man. I didn't, honestly, that wouldn't have crossed my mind.
But with this beautiful weather, man, give it a month. It's only so long. I can't skateboard. You know?
So it might be a while before you skate again.
Probably.
Get inspired by grind. Does watching grind every day make you want to skateboard?
Makes me want to show how it's done. I mean, I talk a big talk about, yeah, the skateboarding's alright, you know, it's a fine standard. But, yeah, they're like...
In reality, he's like Dustin.
like the actor who plays Dustin.
That's what I meant.
Christian Mongo, you know.
So you don't.
But no.
Oh, really?
There's not enough. They're just skating like these weird, like random set up car park skate parks, you know, instead of ramps like bolted together. And it's shot so badly. There's nothing like inspiring about it. There's nothing that I see in there that makes me
Dude.
like, yeah, I want to go skate.
You know that very first like car park bit they have? So the Wiggers drive a big old Chevrolet
Yeah,
truck Escalade, and Matt smashes their windscreen like perfectly, so the skateboard's sticking
Oh
out.
yeah.
Dude, did I fall asleep for that bit? I don't remember watching that them skating over the van.
I don't think so. Maybe maybe you were just like zoned out, trying to save some of that grey matter for more important things.
I think I might have fallen asleep. I don't think I watched that. Oh no, I did, because Matt's like, he falls over. He's like, I sprained my tang.
I sprained my taint,
Oh, is that what it says?
like his ass.
Oh, I never heard that.
It's a big American.
thought
If something's like tainted, sullied, or like ruined. So he's
Right.
referring to his ass. He sprained his ass.
I thought he was talking about his willy.
I sprained my tang. I sprained my dick.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was saying. And that's why when Dustin's like, put some soda pop on there. And he like puts it on his junk. I was like, how did this guy fucking... Because he's talking about not stretching. So he's like,
Well,
sprained
Dustin's
his
like,
groin.
because you didn't stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like the ham. Is that the ham?
You know,
Or is that the hamstring?
you know, don't all you skateboarders stretch your dicks before you go for it.
Well, no one else is going to do it for me, so...
Oh yeah, something else I wanted to bring up after this watch. So we discussed it yesterday, so I'll briefly touch on it. That basically they use Dustin for his money. And then something I noticed today is, so when Dustin's sort of half on board, when they're basically like straight up, we're taking your fucking money, like...
Hand over, son.
And then they're like, yeah. Alright, we need a van. And then that's when it cuts to Sweet Lou, isn't it?
Yeah.
So instead of Eric being like, yes, this is sick, I'm going to get my mate
The
fucking...
boys.
the
I need the boys together.
It's going to be us and Sweet Lou on tour, this is going to be mad. He's just like, I need a van.
I need a van.
And he's like, I know who's got a fucking
I
van.
got it.
He's like, guys, I know who's got a fucking van. Let's go rope Sweet Lou into this. Not, I'm going to get my boy because he's a sick skater. That's another reason to hate on Eric.
Yeah, I think on this watch particularly because Hudson was
Not impressed.
quite a big negative lens to the whole experience.
Not impressed at all.
Eric is just like a manipulative fucker.
And then when it doesn't go his way, he cries like a baby.
Yeah, he throws a little fucking bitch fit. That's worse than his fit. he throws a temper tantrum. Hudson, stop laughing. He throws a...
Pause. Cut.
He throws a temper tantrum. He throws a bitch fit.
Just call it what it is, man. It's a fucking pissy fit.
So yeah, Eric is just like a manipulative people. He uses people.
He's using them. He's totally using them. And he's using them for his own gain, isn't he? Because he's the one with the fucking wasted youth, which we spoke about. He's the one that gets his name on the board, isn't it? I suppose he does do this, like, the sick trick at the end, I suppose.
And he's like the main-ish character.
Yeah,
he's the one that you're meant to... So I'm sure Dustin and Matt have their own pro board as well.
But let's get one thing
That would cost
straight.
money.
Let's get one thing straight. Eric Rivers, pro skater, would not be where he is without Sweet Lou's van. And
Dustin's money. Matt kind of take a leave.
Matt's just sort of there because he's sick.
Oh, no,
Sick
to be
cunt.
fair.
He's a sick cunt.
Yeah, he's sick. Sick in the head. And he's a cunt. So, yeah,
That's what I
sick
meant.
cunt.
Oh, sorry. He's a sick cunt.
But he also provides the random clown college hookup. They've never made it to Santa Monica
Which was not fucking
without the
needed
clown
today.
college.
Jesus, I did not need that. I was just like, fuck's sake. I think I just switched off this watching. I've forgotten so much of it.
Yeah, you were either raging or sitting in suspicious silence. So
I did doze off a couple of times, but not.
working hard.
Did you notice?
No.
So that's what I was hoping. It's not to the point where, oh, and fuck me, I'm in the. This guy keeps rewinding the film, like
3 times just to pick up on some points we could discuss in the podcast.
and I'm just like,
all of which I've forgotten because we never take any notes. But
Jesus. Every time I was
it
like,
lasted like 40 seconds
sake.
longer than it would have done otherwise.
yeah, 40 seconds.
Yeah, it builds up over 90 days.
Any particular favourite parts of the film today?
That bit at the end, where it says the end.
I'm with you. I'm gonna bite your style. I'm on that as well.
No, the worst bit again. It's got to be the love.
Can't have the same. Can't have the same. Oh. Do you mean in the motel?
No.
Oh, okay. I know. No, you can't have the same one, man.
Because that was just so awful every time. In that case, what was your worst?
My worst bit was the bit when I think it's the first skate jam they go to, and we're watching the guys on the vert. It's like slow mo, and that fucking kid is there doing that wafty fucking dance. Do you know the bit I mean? Oh, I hate that scene. So that was my worst bit. My best bit was, I think, the motel today. That was like, okay, I can get through this film.
Finally.
That guy made me laugh. That was my best bit. So anyway, I think on Saturday, because we're both off on Sunday, shall we get a little drinking game going?
What are the rules of your supposed drinking game?
I haven't...
See, I've got so many great like skateboarder ones because there's so little skateboarding in the film. It's like every time someone does a kickflip, we'd have like 2.5 sips. Every time Jamie does a board slide, we'll be wasted.
Yeah. I was thinking something along... You know, that's funny because I was complimenting one of the... I think he's a pro. We couldn't nail down who it was. But there's a guy that I particularly like the way he catches his kickflips.
Oh.
Man, I definitely think he's like a pro.
Yeah, I want to say like something Campbell.
Yeah. Anyway,
We might do some research one of these days.
we should get a little drinking game going on.
Yeah. Every time there's a continuity error, drink.
Fuck's sake. Right, I'll get a case and...
Right, I think that probably
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
that does it.
That was a tough watch today. I think I'll be in a better mood tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I've watched one of the special features without you today.
What?
I watched one of the special features while I was waiting for you to come up.
What was it?
That music video.
Fool!
And
Don't tell me anything about it.
No. All I will tell you.
Which song
it-
was it?
hold
Please
on,
tell
hold
me
on,
it was
hold
what? Hey, duh, hey,
No,
duh,
no,
hey, duh, hey, duh. I've been all around the world. Break out the crystal, boo! All up in my business, all up in my business. Hey, Red Crip, tell him what's up. Anyway.
That music video, it's almost too perfect a parody of the film. I think it
Oh, so is it...
it takes apart the flaws of the film.
It's not the song at the beginning, is it?
No.
You gotta lick the stem, not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Yeah, no, it's not any hip hop. It's some rock band.
I think that's the song I was talking about, where they first get Santa Monica and it's that live band.
No.
Oh, damn it.
It's,
We'll have to watch it and report back.
but yeah, I think we could have We can have a great discussion about that.
We'll do all the... What else was there? There's the commentary.
There's the
which
director's
we'll do.
commentary, the trailer, and that.
Yeah, we should do the trailer.
Yeah, we should watch the trailer.
We're not going to count that as a... Are we?
What?
Please?
What? That's an entire watch.
That's a watch.
No. You wish.
Oh.
You dirty, dirty bastard.
Dirty dog. Well, yeah. All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you for listening. I've been Hudson. I've been a moody bastard.
I don't know who you're talking to.
Theo, there's got to be one. There's got to be one.
Yeah, me.
So
Me while I'm editing it.
this is a shout out to Mum. Thanks for listening, Ma.